Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first video of mine you found. I'm Maltaurus71 and this is a brand new Let's Play. This is Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. I've been a fan of the Star Ocean series since I found out about it on the PlayStation 2 with Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I will probably Let's Play that game on this channel at some point as well, but I need to get it on the PlayStation 4 first, as I know that I can, so I'll need to get hold of that first. I actually really enjoyed that game, even though I never actually got around to finishing it. Oh, it looks like the intro is actually going to kick in now, maybe. But this is a Square Enix title, so it's right up my alley straight away, as I do enjoy Square Enix's work. Obviously with the Final Fantasy series. Let's see what this does. Okay then, so I do press the option. So I do have a file on this already. That was basically just me actually playing the game for the first time a while ago. I haven't gone back to it since, not because it didn't interest me, just because I'm one of those people that will play a game for a little while and then will want to play something different. So what I've decided to do with the channel now that I've done Resident Evil 7 and my Final Fantasy 9 walkthrough, whether or not that's complete and uploaded fully by the time this video goes out, I doubt it because I'm only on disc 2 at this current point of recording, is done. This will probably take over one of those series. It's probably going to take over from Resident Evil 7, as that's finished and that's going up as I speak. So I figured I'm going to do a backlog type thing. I have a lot of games in my library and sometimes limited time to play them. Other times I just don't feel like playing them. And I'm planning a wedding for next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. With everything that's going on in the world, not sure at the moment. So I figured that what I would do is that I would play my backlog of games and just post them onto YouTube. I'm not going to try and find everything in this game. It's a massive, from what I've seen already, it's massive, the game. And I don't really have a good way of getting around other than on foot. The combat system's pretty good for a Star Ocean game. Unlike Till the End of Time. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because I've only played this once. And it was only briefly. I think for the Till the End of Time, you ran into an enemy and then the battle system came up. And that's usually what would happen with the Star Ocean game, is you run into the enemy and then the enemy would take you into a fight. And then you just fight that way. I've got another one on the Xbox 360 that I also plan on recording. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. I actually really enjoy that game. It's really good. I need to go back and finish that, so that will probably come up on the channel at some point as well. I won't do those together at the same these two games together at the same time, as I feel that 2 Star Ocean games would get very confusing. So with everything said, let's just jump into it. So Earth is your easy difficulty. Players who are new to the real-time action battle mechanics or simply want to enjoy the story. And Galaxy is for the standard people who, you know, everyone just likes to play the game. I'm going to go on Galaxy because I'm used to it. Well, I won't be used to it to start with, but I'll get the idea. And it's a beautiful game. Like, the graphics are just stunning. And it throws you straight into a battle tutorial, which I will do so that people can see how you play the game. Pushing the left stick in a certain direction allows your character to move that way. Push it all the way over to run, or only push it slightly to walk. You may also dash by holding circle while moving the left stick, and walk by holding down square. So in most cases, you'll probably do one of the two. I mean, you could just for the stick, obviously just pushing the stick all the way up makes you run. For dashing, it's just so. You cannot, however, walk during battles. Change the camera angle by using the right stick, push down on it, also called R3, to reset the angle behind your character. When out exploring the world, you can use the up and down directional D-pad to adjust the distance of the camera. Options for these features can be adjusted in the camera responsiveness and camera controls sections of the settings menu. Press either X or circle quickly during battle to attack the enemy you are currently targeting. Pressing X unleashes a weak attack, while circle does a strong attack. This is something that's been a staple from the games for as far as I know. It was in Till the End of Time, it was in Last Hope. I'm fairly certain it was in some of the older games as well. Information pertaining to your current target will be displayed in the upper left hand corner of the screen. So in this just kind of wail on him to start with. It's just easy to smash between square and circle. Press square during battle to guard against weak attacks, thus reducing the damage you receive from them. While guarding, you can also sidestep your target by pushing the left stick in the direction in which you want to evade. The interplay between weak attacks, strong attacks, and guarding is similar to rock, paper, scissors. Weak attacks can interrupt strong attacks can break enemies' guards, guarding can stop weak attacks and lead to counterattacks. Before enemies unleash strong attacks, an aura will appear around them. Once you see this, use a weak attack to disrupt them and swing the tide of the battle in your favour. Press square at the right time after guarding against a weak attack to launch a counterattack against that enemy. Not only will a counterattack damage your foe, it will also cause it to flinch and interrupt whatever action it was about to perform. Try to launch counterattacks as much as possible to make battles easier. I'm not so great with the guarding thing. Battle skills are powerful abilities that may be expended, but may be used by expending MP. There are two categories of battle skills: special arts and the signaturgy. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Signaturgy, I suppose, is sorceress. It's sorceress, while special arts are physical. So basically it's magic and physical skills. Hold down either X or circle to attack the enemy you are targeting with the skill you mapped to that button. The battle skill mapped to X will be weaker attack, while the one corresponding to circle will be more damaging. Both, however, are still beholden to the attack affinities. As strong attacks inflict more damage than weak ones, they also cost more MP to use. As a note, Signaturgy does not deal damage Signaturgy that does not deal damage will not increase in potency even if mapped to the strong attack button. You may map the battle skills to certain buttons by selecting the set battle skills section of either the battle menu or main menu. There are a total of 4 battle skills that may be set together in any combination. They include short range, weak attacks, short range, strong attacks, long range, weak attacks, and long range, strong attacks. There we go, there's one of those weak attack combos, or...
Huh. I'd say that should about do it for training. How about we take a lap around the village?
So this is Fidel. He'll be our main character for this game. Obviously, camera's quite...
So much has changed in that time.
You think so?
What's more, the capital's supposedly a real scary place now. Word is, the people slain by monsters and bandits are innumerable.
So I've heard.
It's all so different. I hope your dad's okay.
Trust me, you don't need to worry about him.
We've been able to turn a blind eye to these atrocities so far. How long until Stahl is attacked?
So doing a lap of the village entails basically just walking around the area. There are treasure chests and things that you can pick up in certain places. When on my first time playing, I kind of explored a bit more and found some of these treasure chests. I'll obviously point them out if I see in them. So basically, holding circle. So instead of doing a run, you hold circle and you'll run slightly faster. Not really much of a dash, as they call it in this game. It's kind of just speeds your character up a little bit. It's not really, in my opinion, a dash. So this is basic. I don't know where this is off the top of my head, to be honest with you. I've forgotten. Sorry, this is Stahl. He even says it when he speaks to you. So this is the market area. If you speak to this guy, well, if you could speak to this guy, oh, you can. You can buy weapons from him if you have the money for it, which at the moment we don't. We don't have any money at all. You pick up armor and... yeah, so weapons for the two characters that we'll end up with. Armour for the two characters we'll end up with. So he's a good NPC to remember. And then there's the merchant down here who sells items. She sells food items. So in this game, instead of having, say, potions and things like that heal you for HP and MP and things, you have berries or food. So blueberries restore 30% HP, blackberries do the same but for MP, fresh sage revives and recovers 30% HP for other character, mint cures poison, basil cures paralysis, fish will recover 10% HP when raw. I think you can cook it and make it so that it's probably better healing item. I'm not entirely sure. Shellfish meat doesn't have any sort of recovery items, so I assume there'll be something for that later on. Fresh vegetables recover 5% MP, sorry, and then white rice again is the same as the shellfish meat. Obviously, yeah. So there'll be a lot more to get into as we go in, things like potentially alchemy and synthesis and things like that. But I'll go over those as and when we learn them. Instead of trying to discuss them now, as off the top of my head I don't really remember, as it has been a while.
Hey, doesn't that look like Miki to you?
Miki?
Is Miki really 18 already? She looks way more mature than I did at her age.
I don't know. I've always considered her a little sister. I can only think of her as a kid. Let's see what she's up to.
A minimap which displays such information as your current position at the points at which new areas must load. Must load, and various destinations is situated in the upper right hand corner of the screen. You can adjust the size by pressing the touchpad. So if I wanted to make it bigger or smaller, I can just push that. So I actually have it zoomed out because it makes it a lot easier to tell where you're going. In this particular case, there is. Oh, I've now walked too far. So if you.
I thought I saw some people off in the distance.
Some people?
I assume so. And I was curious since everyone's saying how dangerous things are now. Right there.
Whoa! No way! Your suspicions were right.
Talk about being fishy.
There's no way anyone could mistake them for stallions.
What do we do? Do you have any ideas?
Let's go to the mayor and think of a plan together.
Come on! I mean, you're okay with letting them go?
They'll just run away if we try to capture them. So what's the point? Don't you think it'd be better to prepare for an attack?
You're the heir to the Camus School of Swordsmanship, all right. You have the commander's instincts of your dad.
So there's a potential that this town's going to get attacked by somebody.
Pardon me if I find your tale of enemy scouts a little hard to swallow.
I'm not lying.
So, who is it you think we're dealing with?
Eidolon.
Eidolon? You mean those vile bandits who are more monsters than men?
In reality, they're a veritable natural disaster. They're so destructive that 5 years ago, my dad was asked to travel the country. Why? To specifically teach locals how to defend themselves against these degenerates.
We're done for! How could we ever hope to do anything against those savages?
Mr. Mayor.
But this is all too far over my head. I don't know the first thing about fighting.
Mr. Mayor! Please, calm down. You're this village's leader. You have to be its proverbial rock. I'll be the one to lead our people in battle.
But Fiddly!
Well, it's not like anyone else is stepping forward. Might as well be him.
I beg you, Fidel, please deliver our home from certain doom.
I'll give it everything I've got.
Sorry, Fidel, not Fidel as I pronounced it. And obviously we've got Miki and we've got Ted. So we've got one guy that's got a nice normal name and then Fidel and Miki. I'd never understand JRPGs for that. It's like, we'll give some characters normal names and then we'll give other characters names that don't make a lot of sense. So you can walk around the town at this start point. Save your games. You can save your progress by examining save points that are located at inns and out in the wilderness. During cutscenes, however, they will glow red, meaning you'll be unable to use them. You can load a save file by selecting load game from the title screen or load from the main menu outside of battle. So this is Fidel's house. This is probably one of the only houses you can go in right now. You can obviously go to sleep in the bed if you want to. All you can do in here is sleep in the bed and save the game. So I'm actually going to save the game for now. I'm going to create new save data. As this save file will be more about making my way through the game and showing it off. Whereas my other file will be for more just me when I want to actually explore everything. So basically it's preparing for an attack that will potentially come. There's a lot of voice acting in this game, so if I sometimes talk over some of it, it's on accident.
Do you think they'll actually attack us?
Some characters speak, some don't. You actually want to head up these stairs again and basically back over here. There's not a lot you can do here. At this moment in time, there's not a lot of treasure chests or anything around. So your best bet is to just continue the story for the time being. to come and speak to Ted.
I'm about to pull my hair out from all this stupid waiting.
Really? Why?
All the men are thinking the same thing. If no one attacks, we're the ones that are gonna pay.
Still, I'd say that's preferable to getting raided.
Think we can hold out?
Maybe once at most. Depending on their numbers.
Once at most?
Yes. Both the men and the village itself would be hurting by the second time.
What do we do?
We'll ask the capital for reinforcements. Either way, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Take the women and kids to the training hall.
Gotcha.
So one thing that happens is that as soon as a battle starts or a cutscene starts and you have a specific area you need to be in, the game will basically stop you from going anywhere in this. You'll also find that you've got a lot of allies in this one. This isn't particularly difficult. Just switch between X and circle and basically just wail on them. You can even hit them while they're on the ground, as these guys really aren't that tough to deal with.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
It always gets a lot bigger when you're alone. Too well.
So, unlike the previous Star Ocean games, like I thought, the battle will just start wherever you are instead of taking you to a different screen and loading it that way. So, it's not difficult, this first bit. It's literally between using a couple of, strong attacks, or just mashing the X and circle buttons for the time being, or holding circle and X to get double slash off and things like that. So, not hard. And double slash is a great move as it throws the enemy up into the air. It can actually hit multiple targets, which is really handy.
They're hightailing it out of here! Yes! We did it! We won!
Did we win?
So that got you 1351 full, which is the money of this game, SP, and some experience. And it also gets you some items, so like blueberries, fresh sage, and things like that. You'll find that you'll pick most of those things up from fighting monsters and other enemies, such as those guys.
Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
We may have fended them off for now, but who knows what'll happen next time.
Next time? You're saying they might come again?
I think so.
Please tell me that's not true.
So, what's next? If I know you, I take it you have some kind of plan?
We'll ask the king for more troops.
More troops? A splendid idea.
I'll depart at once. I guess I won't be hearing any more of your quips for a while.
That make you sad?
More like relieved.
Damn, you're cold. Come back in one piece.
I will. And in time, too. Take care of Stahl for me, will you?
Done and done.
So now that that's all done, you can enter this building. This is the training hall, so if you wanted to do any more revision on combat or anything like that,
Whoops.
I think, difficult to tell. I don't think so. It doesn't appear to be that way. I assumed it would be. Oh, nope, because there's a treasure chest. And it's locked. Okay then, can't open that, but there's a treasure chest there that can be unlocked at some stage. I thought you could come in here and, do some of the training exercises if you wanted to get used to the combat. I suppose after that battle you technically should realistically be able to, or be used to the combat, but you never know. So pushing triangle brings up the menu, which you've seen me do a couple of times. I just haven't gone through it. We've already got some items, so we've got a few of these. There's no skill books, no food, haven't got any weapons or armor or accessories, no materials, and no valuables at the moment. So the only things we've got are food, skills. We can use battle skills. So say a character had a healing battle skill, you'd be able to use that outside of battle. You can check what skills you've got, so you can set your own battle skills. At the moment, as we've only got double slash, it's set for both circle and X for attacking, so don't have to worry too much about that. You can learn battle skills with SP, I think. Do you not so you need a skill book to enhance it. Oh, there's going to be a lot of trying to figure all this stuff out. SP will unlock specialities. I'll go over those when I have more SP. Roles, you can actually... Oh, good God. This is something new they added. As far as I can tell, there's attacking roles, which basically give you different things. So in this place, you display your talents against plants. This role enables you to rend thick vegetation asunder with a single stroke, as if you were born to bushwhack through jungles. And this is the same with, say, insects, so it will help you against like armoured beetles and things like that. And then there's attacker, which basically the sword arm of the common soldier will seem but a measly twig to you once you've gained the power of this former melee virtuoso is in your grasp. This will give you attack +4 and be able to perform automatic attacks. I'm not sure what an automatic attack is. I'll have to look into that. But then there's all of these, so you can get healer, which increases your maximum MP by 2%. You've got support, which you don't have, defense, and then miscellaneous, which gives you stamina and all that sort of stuff. So this is the way to upgrade some of your stats in a way. Obviously, equipment is just whatever you've got equipped at the moment. Creation we don't have access to at the moment. Resources, there's a lot to go through. Battle trophies, again, I've already got some of these purely because I've done things before. So I defeat an enemy with a battle skill, I've defeated 2 enemies at once. Then there was flawless victory, 10-second victory, 20-second, 30-second victory, so I've done all those. 10-hit combo. So if the longer you do attacks, the more combo bonus you'll rack up. Deal 99,199 total damage, take 1,000 total damage. So there's a lot that you can get with this. I don't know. I think they'll just be towards trophies, but still. Encyclopedias, so you can look at all of this stuff. I think this is also carried over from before, because I don't remember. I don't see why this would be unlocked when technically I haven't done it yet. But you can change blueberries into blueberry potions, which then recovers much more HP. Same with the blackberries. Mixed syrup recovers both MP and HP, which is handy. Aquaberries recover 20% of HP to all characters and cure poison, so aquaberries are actually quite handy. Regular mint cures poison. I think I went through that one already. But there's a lot to this game, and then there's the glossary, which gives you all of your game help, your locations and facilities, things like that. Obviously you can load, and then you can set up your settings from the menu. So from here, you don't really have anywhere you can specifically go in this town, because obviously there's still nothing to do. You can go down over to the left and then go down this small patch that I spotted from before, but from what I remember there's nothing down here. Yeah, there's nothing down here really, so it's not really worth it. But hey ho. Obviously they're doing little farms and things like that. But your main objective is to basically... this door is now open. We couldn't get into this one before. Walking up to a door and pushing X as you get to go in. So this is the infirmary. So this is obviously be where any injured soldiers and things are. Obviously you can also... But talking is a bit odd in this game, I've noticed, is that you'll push X and instead of the characters like directly looking at you and talking to you, they'll kind of just pop that up. Okay. I don't really think I need to pick up any items at this point. So it's just a case of running into Miki.
Huh?
To the capital, with you.
Don't be stupid, Miki. Go on home. Hey, wait a minute! Don't you understand how dangerous it'll be?
That's exactly why I'm going. You could barely handle things last night. I could never let you go alone.
Don't be selfish.
And if I somehow do get in trouble, I know you'll save me from it.
Really, Miki?
If you won't take me with you, I'll go by myself. Maybe I'll get captured by sleazy bandits. Maybe I'll get attacked by savage beasts. But I'm still going. End of discussion.
See if I care.
So with that, well, not quite yet.
Okay, you've made your point. Take you with me.
Yes!
Under the condition that you make sure to stick by my side.
Okay.
You can switch between characters during battle by pressing left or right on the directional pad. Once you've changed the characters, the one you were previously controlling will perform actions automatically in accordance with the game's AI. You can set the AI mode of the characters you do not control to one of the following options. Auto will perform actions even when you do not control him or her, or Manual will not perform any actions unless you control him or her. You can toggle this setting for each character by pressing up or down on the directional pad while you control that character. The default setting for this option is Auto. Every time a battle concludes, you will automatically take control of Fidel, regardless of who you were controlling in battle. Once a new battle starts, however, you will immediately resume the control of the character you were using at the conclusion of the last encounter. Roles can be set for each individual character. The roles characters play in the party affect their attributes and how they act during battle. You can make battles much easier by setting roles that play off each other, and you may set up 4 roles per character. Please note that the potency of certain role-specific factors may vary depending on the role, even if the effect is the same. You can change character roles from the Set Roles submenu under the Roles section of the main menu. You can set a particular role for any character once you learn it, but only one character may use it at a time. When you set a role for one character that is already in use on another, the role will automatically be removed from the previous character. Pressing triangle during battle will bring up the battle menu, which contains various options that will aid you in your martial endeavours. As long as you have the battle menu open, the battle will pause. So if you want to, in this case, if you want to use items, oops, I completely closed that off and I didn't mean to. Signaturgy, or magic, I'm just going to call it because it's a damn lot easier, is a type of battle skill that allows you to cast spells that rely on the power of signets. Only certain characters, such as Miki, can use magic. Characters who rely on martial arts, like Fidel, cannot. With some special arts, you can perform magic by holding down either X or circle. Beware, however, that you may only map spells that target enemies to these buttons, unlike special arts. Unlike special arts, though, you can also open the battle menu and select magic section to cast signaturgical spells you have learned. Why they call it this? By selecting the set battle skills section of the battle menu, you can set whether or not characters of whom you are not currently in control can cast magic. Characters will use magic when this option is set to on, while they will not when it's set to off. Yeah, so basically, if you want to use magic in battle, so currently Miki's got healer, and you can obviously then teach him roles from the list. Where was... No, that's equipment. That was the settings. It's literally just told me where it was and I can't remember. So pushing square will... That's a very strange picture. Pressing square will allow you to check on character stats. So in this case you can see their HP, their MP, any stats, so attack, intelligence, defense and mental. So attack is physical attack, intelligence is magic, defense is physical defense, and mental is magic defense. And then obviously you've then got the 6 elements, which are fire, wind, ice, earth, and I'm assuming light and dark. And then obviously pushing L1 or R1 will allow you to switch between characters. So obviously Fidel is a much more physical based character. Modify the control. No, that's not it. So pushing start will pause the game and also bring up the map, so you can actually have a look at where you want to go. I wanted to specialities. No. Set battle. No, because that would just. Oh, hang on. Not synopsis. Synopsis won't help. Encyclopedias. No. Glossary. No. Yes. Did I go past it? Yes. Okay, so it looks like I can't do anything about auto and things like that until I actually get into a fight, which is fine. Obviously, you can pick up weapons and armor and things here. Again, there isn't much you can do here because you've already got everything that's in this list, so not much to worry about. And with that, the only thing to do is to actually leave town. Skill points denoted by the crystal icon are a form of currency required to learn and hone specialities and roles. They are acquired at the end of battles. Specialities and roles are integral to adventuring on Fakereed. It is in your best interest to increase their benefits by actively expending skill points. To view how many skill points you have accrued, look at the top of the screen for the aforementioned icon. You can unlock new roles by having new members join your party, progressing in the story, or leveling up certain other roles. Simply unlocking a role, however, does not allow you to use it. You must first expend the requisite number of skill points and learn it. I pushed circle and I probably should have pushed X. Specialities are skills that give your party advantages, not necessarily associated with battle, for example. For example, some allow you to acquire certain items, while others give you more information on the minimap. They can be unlocked by various methods and are learned or leveled up by expending skill points. You can view your party's specialities and level them up in the specialities menu under the skills section of the main menu. Although most specialities are passive and take effect immediately upon learning them, press square while in the aforementioned menu to use the ones that must be activated manually. I forgot how much it does. That's why I'm glad I'm doing this as the first episode and not going to go from there, because there's so much to talk about to start with. Examining the types of glowing spots pictured below, scattered throughout the world, allows you to obtain different kinds of items. Green, harvesting spots that yield plants and fruit. Yellow, excavation spots that yield natural resources like ore. And blue, fishing spots that yield marine life. While harvesting speciality allows you to harvest from certain locations, you must learn the excavation and fishing ones as well if you are to identify and harvest from all possible locations in the world. You can learn harvesting right away as long as you have the SP, but you cannot unlock excavation and fishing until you progress in the game. Finally, the higher these specialities levels, the more you can gather. And with that, I'm actually... does that give me... No. You do not... Yeah, so I need more skill points. And with that, I'm actually going to end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed this first part. I know it was quite talky, like there was a lot of me explaining everything. But from here on out, unless a new thing pops up, there won't be anything for me to explain. My plan is to go through each area in a video. So in this particular case, from Stahl to the next area will be, so not the coast of Minos, because I'll probably go past that as well. So from where we are now, the passage on the cliffs, to the next town will be the next video, and I'll try and keep it in bulk in that sort of sense so that the game doesn't feel like it's progressing too slowly. If you enjoyed this part, please give it a thumbs up, it's greatly appreciated. If you want to see more videos from me and you enjoy this series and want to keep track of it, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified as to when videos go live next. I will leave links to my social media pages in the description down below, along with the playlist for this series, and I'll also link the playlists for my Final Fantasy 9 walkthrough and Resident Evil 7 if you're interested in taking a look at those. And as always, guys, take care.